Welcome into another Call of Duty video. Today, I want to take a trip down memory lane and go way back to 2022. This is the year Modern Warfare 2 was released. And this was the last year I was really hooked by a Call of Duty title. I remember being blown away by it, and whenever I had time to play video games, I booted it up happily. It felt next gen. It felt like a step in the right direction for Call of Duty. So, what went right back then? And what has gone wrong in 2025 with Black Ops 7? And is Modern Warfare 2 truly the worst Call of Duty of the last 5 years? Or is everyone else stuck in groupthink?
It was hard to know who was more crazy. Me or everyone else.
We'll take a look at these questions, but first, hit that like and subscribe button if you like content like this. That way, you'll be kept in the loop on all things Colorful Pooch. Modern Warfare 2 was the last fully complete Call of Duty game. And what I mean by this is the game was released in a pretty stable and finished state. The campaign was solid. Nothing revolutionary, but nothing offensive, like Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7. It introduced new cool characters like Alejandro, Valeria, and Graves. Each had their own backstory and motivations that felt correct when the story played out. None of them did anything that seemed out of character. The drama between the characters, like Alejandro versus Valeria, and Graves versus Soap, kept the story flowing and provided the spark to see the campaign through to completion. Sure, you could say Graves' betrayal was a little bit heavy-handed, but at least it was memorable, and people loved when his name box changed from blue to red to signify he was not an ally anymore. I don't really want to defend the betrayal, but Graves killing all those people in the town after is not really out of character either. He doesn't really care who gets in his way. If they aren't on his side, they are expendable. And then the campaign wraps up nicely, showing Shepard's betrayal of Task Force 141, and hints at Makarov returning for the sequel. Nice and tidy, and to the point. Do I like Infinity Ward rehashing main plot points like Shepard's betrayal and Makarov returning? Nope. But at least they did it in a tasteful enough way that it felt different than the original Modern Warfare 2. Familiar, yet different, is the campaign tagline, I think. Now, onto the multiplayer portion of the game. There were 3 multiplayer game modes I want to touch on. Standard 6v6 multiplayer, DMZ, and the 3-person raids. The 6v6 multiplayer was solid, and the map design was solid too. Most of the maps felt well balanced, and I was never getting spawn trapped. In addition to the solid maps, Infinity Ward changed up the progression and camo systems, and I would argue for the better. No longer were you trying to nail headshots with every gun. Instead, you were given 4 unique challenges for the gun that you would complete to unlock a unique camo. This camo then could be used on all guns. I repeat, you could use this unique camo on all the guns. This is so cool, and should have never been changed by Treyarch. As for the weapons, you had to level up certain weapons to unlock variations of the weapon. One that comes to mind is the Hurricane SMG. Instead of just leveling up your account, you had to level up the M4 Assault Rifle platform until you hit the F-TAC Recon Receiver Weapon platform. Then you had to reach level 16 on the Recon platform to get the FSS Hurricane platform. A lot of people hated this, but I loved it. It encouraged you to use different weapons to unlock new weapons. It was also kind of cool to see the different iterations of weapon platforms all linked to the M4 base platform. Just to unlock the FSS Hurricane platform, you had to go from the M4 Assault Rifle weapon platform to the F-TAC Recon Receiver weapon platform, which was a marksman rifle. So you went from Assault Rifle to Marksman Rifle to unlock an SMG. These 2 changes to the weapon progression and camo system added more depth and were enough for me to actually get the Mastery camo in this game. A few other things I liked about Modern Warfare 2022 were the time to kill. The time to kill was fast. The Golden Age Call of Duty time to kill was always fast. I liked no red dots on the minimap for shooting non-suppressed weapons, so you didn't need a suppressor all the time. You just didn't show up on the map if you fired a non-suppressed weapon. The movement system was slower and more deliberate. You could slide and dive, but they took time, and I liked the in-game perk system. You had 2 base perks to start the match, and then 2 bonus perks that would be unlocked as the match progressed. This varied the match into 3 phases. 1 was the base perks, 2 was when everyone unlocked the first bonus perk, and the 3rd phase was when everyone unlocked the final bonus perk. And of course, the final bonus perk was the best perks in the game. Perks like Ghost and High Alert. So each of these phases played a little bit differently than the last. On top of 6v6, Infinity Ward released the best aspect of this game, DMZ. DMZ is like Warzone, except you can get a party of 6 people if you join up with another squad in the map. Like, you would have to communicate with them, and then you would both agree to merge both of your 3-person squads into one 6-person squad. The objective is to do contracts, to get cash and upgrade yourself. And then, if you're bold enough, extract the one weapon case on the map that every player wants to extract. The extraction of the weapon case was also tied to exclusive unlocks, so that kind of incentivized you to want to extract the case. Also, instead of just fighting other players, there were NPC enemies on the map too, and these NPCs were not just cannon fodder like Black Ops 7's endgame mode. They actually seemed competent enough and could down you if you were playing badly. So, you throw all these players into a PvE sandbox with the ability to link up with squads, and on top of that, proximity chat is enabled. And I fell in love with this mode. DMZ was probably my favorite mode in Modern Warfare 2, and is the mode that I have the fondest memories of. One time in DMZ, I partied up with 18 other players because proximity chat was enabled, and we all agreed not to shoot each other. We roamed the map together, and then we were attacked by a rogue squad. It was hard to figure out who was friendly and who was the enemy when you're surrounded by other squads that you agreed to work with only through voice chat. So a Ghost and I just hit the ground and prone and hid from the fighting because we didn't want to kill the wrong people. The dust settled, and the rogue squad was dealt with, and the horde of players extracted successfully. It was awesome. And the last mode was the 3-person raids. Infinity Ward released 4 of these episodes that took about 2 hours to complete each. The raids had puzzle sections, platforming sections, swimming sections, and fighting sections. You would fight against NPCs, and again would get exclusive rewards for completing these raids. This was the new take on Spec Ops, and it was fine. I went through all these raids once, and was not ever frustrated by their design. They were balanced fairly, and each raid was different. I wasn't doing the same thing in each episode. They aren't a huge selling point of the game, but I did appreciate that Infinity Ward added this mode. The last and final thing I want to say about Modern Warfare 2 is about the game feel and look. This encompasses both campaign and the multiplayer modes, and seems to be something only Infinity Ward can nail consistently. Everything sounds great in this game. The guns are so crisp and meaty sounding. The weapon animations are top notch. Smoke spews out of a gun when they're fired, and the recoil jerks around. There's visual recoil making the gun seem more realistic and powerful. The maps are muted enough that you can distinguish targets relatively easily. The hit markers are juicy, and when you kill someone, you get a nice rewarding sound. Everything just had this nice accent. An Infinity Ward touch. People complain about ghosts and Infinite Warfare, but what you cannot knock Infinity Ward on is hit registration and overall game feel. And that's everything I loved about Modern Warfare 2. So, what went wrong in 2025? Why does Black Ops 7 feel so foreign and, well, stale? And the main reason is this. Treyarch doesn't understand or care about game feel. The guns in Black Ops 7 feel terrible. They feel fake, and I mean they are fake guns. But where's the addictive gunplay of Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3? The guns in those games just felt and looked better. Just look at some of these clips comparing Modern Warfare 2 to Black Ops 7's weapons. I know some people don't like visual recoil, but if you remove it, you get this sterilized game. Like, have these people ever shot a gun in real life? It isn't clean. There's smoke, recoil, shells ejecting, and hot barrels. Treyarch doesn't care about this realism, but Infinity Ward does. It's like these two devs have different ways they want to pull the franchise. And I am with Infinity Ward. Game feel in Call of Duty, or in any game for that matter, is a huge deal. If the gunplay feels muted, I don't want to play the game. It's the one thing that Call of Duty has gotten right for several years, until Treyarch messed it all up. Black Ops 6 had the same problem. I remember playing Modern Warfare 2022 for the first time, and I was blown away by the visuals and the pacing of the game. It was not non-stop action, nor should Call of Duty be. The Golden Age was not non-stop action, and I think this is what people seem to forget or have never experienced. In the OG Modern Warfare 2, you were not constantly in gunfights. That's why Marathon was nice, so then you could get to those gunfights quicker. But Black Ops 7 is constant gunfights. Constant things I have to look out for. People sliding past me. People sliding out of their sides and then gunning me down. So much to look at. It's exhausting.
You see what comes of all this running around, Mr. Bond? All this jumping and fighting. It's exhausting. Relax. You need to relax.
Black Ops 7 just misses the feel, the teeth of the experience. Everything seems so sterile, indifferent, like Treyarch just pushed out the game without putting the finishing touches on it. I try to enjoy the game, but every time I play it, I just wonder what the point is. I'm not even trying to go for headshots because that feels played out. Antiquated. Is that all Call of Duty has become now? A checklist? A reward system? An outlet to give you some sort of accomplishment, no matter how insignificant? Is your mastery camo really worth anything? What is the point? We played these games in the Golden Age because we were gripped. We wanted to mess around. We wanted to blow shit up. Experience something we had never experienced before. So, in that way, Modern Warfare 2 is much closer to the Golden Age than Black Ops 6 or Black Ops 7 will ever be. It took risks. It didn't yield to the haters. It stuck to its game philosophy throughout the year. And you either appreciated it or hated it.